Hello, everyone out there. My name is Gordon, and we are here for One Maniac Reviews. This week, we are talking, well, not this week, tonight, we are talking about Star Trek Discovery. There was a new episode this week where, in the episode, we get to see Michael Burnham's rejection from the Vulcan science expedition. We see that Sarek, Spock's father, was attacked by a radical Vulcan group, and also we find out much more about Captain Lorca. I love that they're making Captain Lorca out to be a crazy person. Now, my thoughts on this show have differed from week to week. Each week, I will either say that the episode is good or bad. I haven't looked at the series as a whole yet because I haven't felt that we've been to a point that I can do that. Well, now we're finally at a point that I feel that I can do that. We are 6 episodes in, and we are only looking at a grand total of 15 episodes for the season, so we're just a little under halfway done. So far, what I'm seeing is the show is now finally starting to catch a stride. It is getting better with each episode, much like the way that the Orville, right from the beginning, got better and better with every episode. Unfortunately, Star Trek Discovery has had a hard time doing that. Mainly because everything about it has felt more J.J. Abrams' universe, and people have not been able to focus on anything other than the fact that the Klingons don't look right. Now, when I first saw it, I felt the Klingons didn't look right. And then I noticed one of the executive producers on the show, whose last name is Roddenberry. We are looking at Eugene Roddenberry, who is Gene Roddenberry's son. So, I think he would know what his father would want for the show. And we are sitting here looking at a show that is starting to feel more Star Trek-y, that is starting to get into a lot more of a feeling that we had back in the days of, I'm not going to say the next generation, but I am going to say it's starting to feel a little bit more like Deep Space Nine. We are looking at a time in the galaxy where the Federation was at war. And this is the Klingon Federation War, which is a very big point within the Klingon timeline, because it's during the time where their ships learn to cloak. And we find that it was all by the one Klingon, T'Kuvma, who was killed in the first episode. But anyways, I don't want to go too much down a rabbit hole. I do have to say that what I've been feeling the show has been lacking is that feeling of hope, that feeling of wonder that you usually got in every other Star Trek series. You were able to look to the future as something that was going to be something great. Where in most of these episodes, we've not been able to see that. We have not seen that hope. It's been very bleak. It's been very dismal. So in this episode, we get a little bit more of that hope. We get a little bit more of that through not only Cadet Tilly, who has been our one source of hope on the show, who has been our one source of levity. She's been the most hopeful, most happy member of this crew. Everybody else is just like, we gotta do this. And she's just like, okay, let's do this. She was actually the only person to drop an F-bomb on the show. I liked it. Well, she said it first, and then her commanding officer said it back to her, but it's still good. And this episode was really good, and I'm starting to see it catching more of a stride. So I'm hoping it continues to get better, and I'm hoping that for these pretty much second half of the series, it continues to get better. I am enjoying the show. If you guys have not seen Star Trek Discovery yet, I would suggest taking a look at it. Give it 3 episodes. If you can enjoy parts of the first 3 episodes, you will find parts of every episode that you love. But I do say, if you are going to give it those 3 episodes, you know what? I'm going to say 4. I want to say give it 4 episodes, because crewman Cadet Tilly doesn't come in until episode 3, and you don't really get to see a lot about her until episode 4. Okay? So this has been Gordon with One Maniac Reviews. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cue that music.